5.
Okay.
If anything, I wanted to try to turn it off whenever possible. I have it set but
Greetings and welcome once again to the World of Thaylos on August 10th, 2019. Tonight we have a limited party with us. We have Renji and Foluco, we have Loosefang, and we have Sheik are with us this evening. Mira and Marcus were unable to join us this evening. In our last adventure, we traveled from the city of Port Sheridan across and around the hills along the bank, trying to make our way to Marion's mysterious tower. On the way, we met a couple of half-orc fishermen who were rather excited to tell the party a bit of information. Justin was able to decode only a bit of their orcish language. But what he was able to tell was that the tower up north was surrounded by some sort of creatures, and the word that they used was Choctaw.
Oh, I forgot that.
Yes. The word that the orcs used was the half-orcs. They used Choctaw, and they kept repeating that over and over. And so you're not sure what these creatures might be, but you have a feeling you're about to find out.
Maybe they're pink and fluffy.
Like unicorns.
Yeah.
All right. We return. Having spent the night on the banks of the river, you awake in the morning without incident, and you suspect that there is a little more than a half a day's journey to reach Marion's Tower, almost due north, but a little bit west as you reach the foothills. With no other ideas from the party, you set off north along the twisty, winding river, being careful to avoid the hills to the east, which were reportedly full of a tribe of orcs. You do not know what the relation between the orcs in the hills and the half-orcs in the bog, see if they're related at all. But none of you, including Justin, know enough Orcish in order to ask that kind of a question, so you press on. After several hours' journey along the river, the sun begins to climb high in the sky, and it begins to become quite hot and humid in the late morning. The mosquitoes are out, and you can hear the sounds of the swamp and the river around you, as the hills to the northwest finally come into view through a break in the trees. At about 11:30 a.m., you reach the foothills just to the east of Marion's Tower. And you look up in the foothills and you see a rather imposing looking tower, easily over 10 stories high and made of solid stone. You do not know who might have constructed this. It looks more like a fortress than a sorcerer's tower. And you'd guess that a sorceress on her own probably couldn't have made this. You take careful stock of the terrain around you and do not make any notice of any. In fact, the whole area looks rather deserted, leaving you with an ominous feeling as you slowly approach the base of the tower. All right, so just a moment.
Architecture.
Can I roll perception or a spot check to see if there's like any baddies nearby?
You can, but let me get you to the first.
The difference is, as I've been learning about different options, I found out that Florida and Texas, the appraisal stage is what does the you send this in, they bring an independent person that's not with farmers or with farmers.
Okay.
One independent
Let me. Where did I leave you guys?
he would do without all the pop-up, which I don't mind, but I don't know why.
What's inside?
I don't know. Oh no. No. I'm crazy.
I got to bring in everybody.
Like the AC part. So.
Okay.
Okay. So we have. And let me reveal the area around this. And bring you in. Here we go.
I see a squeaks.
Yes.
He's rather large.
Yes. All right, and let me bring in everyone here.
Called a whole bunch of people. I couldn't get a hold of my.
And
I'll be right back.
I am missing one character.
I know either. So.
Okay, one moment.
And yet again, me, Squeaks, and Mira are missing our stats. Let's go with that one. You know, the funny thing is, the Call Lightning spell for 3rd level druids is actually a 1st level spell in 5e, and I nearly one-offed my entire D&D 5e group by accident.
Okay, I think we're all good. Let me know if there are any characters that you cannot see. Oh, yeah, Kimberly, I'm on the chat. Okay. Okay, so let me.
Let's see. Yep, Renji, Leafling, Sheik, Marcus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, we've got Renji. I need to do it. Squeaks. No. Okay, and then Foluco, I need to. All right, everybody up?
I so.
Right, and everybody should be at full health at this point. Everybody should be at full health and full spells. Okay, there we are. Okay, you are at the base of a very large, imposing stone tower. The foothills that lead up to the tower appear to be terraced. There are very sharp lifts and bluffs, some of them almost cliffs. And you can see in the distance, there is a path that might lead up to the tower.
Can I spider climb the tower?
If you can get to it. All right. So the sun is high in the sky. You're glad to be away from the lowlands and because the mosquitoes don't seem to be nearly as thick here. However, you can hear some bird song and some breeze going through the trees here. But other than that, there is an ominous silence about the place, as if something is waiting or watching.
Can
I do
cast...
a spot check based on smell?
Okay, so what are you going to try? Where are you going to spot?
Well, I'm just sniffing around to see if I smell anything.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a spot check using smell. Very nice one. Very nice. Yes, on the breeze, you can smell two different things. You can smell a creature that you have not smelled before. It is very lively. And then you can also smell this, what smells like decay, like a body that is decaying. And those are both present they're in equal amounts.
Something don't smell right. I smell death.
So Justin, he creeps forward, and he mentions the last time I was here, there was a welcoming committee. Marion is usually very friendly. This doesn't seem right. All right, Renji, you have come up against a cliffside. Before you, the face of the bluff extends upward, approximately 45 or 50 feet.
I imagine this lady would have stairs.
And can I climb it?
You can try climb.
Yeah. It would be like companies going to Sandra.
That is quite good, but it's actually not good enough to make the climb. You are able to ascend about 5 feet, but the face is too sheer for you to get up any higher, and so you give up before you put yourself in danger.
I'm gonna cast spider climb on myself, and it's gonna last 50 minutes because I'm level 5.
Okay.
I can walk on walls and ceilings.
Yes, you can.
So I'm just gonna I'm just gonna spider climb up here.
All right, just a moment. Just a moment. Let me get that. Oh, hush.
Where you going?
All right. Fuluko. Okay, so make sure you mark that off on your list. You have cast Spider Climb, and it lasts for 50 minutes.
Yes.
All right. You easily ascend the cliff face, and you find a rather flat area at the top. It is heavily wooded here. All right. It's fairly dark around where you are, so it's hard to see through the thick trees.
Give me a second.
Okay, Foluko, I need you to make a spot check.
Okay.
You didn't happen to bring some rope with you so we could all just climb up the rope, did you?
No, but
That would be helpful, wouldn't it?
No, but I could probably mold the cliffside to make them into stairs.
True. Or I
Let's
guess
see.
just walk back down,
Yeah.
get a rope.
Oh,
No, I think it's funny how none of us have looked for stairs yet.
hey, so how heavily
Pretty
forested
close.
did you say it was?
Up where you are, the trees are pretty thick, but looking around the side, looking through the trees, you don't see that the trees last for very long.
Like how far?
It looks, just from what you can see, the trees go out to about that far, to about 80 feet from where you're standing.
About 80 feet. And how about this way?
That way, it's another 40 or 50 feet.
Oh, so that's not too bad. What about further than that?
You can't tell; it's too thick.
Oh, it's too thick. Let's see. That is 100. That's that. It would be a quarter, and that would be 200. All right. So this would be a quarter circle at 200 feet in a quarter circle. I'm going to use diminished plants, which is the opposite of growth plants.
So you're going to cause these trees to shrink.
Yes, they are going to
To
shrink
a
from giant
shrubbery.
trees to shrubbery and grassland.
Okay.
And I will mark that off on my.
Then
Spell
what
list.
is your okay? I need your wisdom modifier.
I hope the lady of the house don't mind us doing some.
My
Yard
wisdom
work.
modifier.
Some
Why do you
yard
need
work.
that? My
Because I'm determining the difficulty check on your spell to resist its effects.
what?
Okay, there you have what's called a difficulty check when you cast a spell, and if the subject of the spell attempts to resist it, then it needs to know that difficulty check in order to make an opposing roll.
Whoa. There's something in here that's gonna resist a diminished plant spell check. All right. Okay.
I need your wisdom modifier. And the level of the spell is level 3. Is that correct?
Yes, the spell is level 3, and my wisdom modifier is what? +1.
Okay, so the DC is actually 14. So I'm going to roll an opposing resistance check here.
Well, that's unexpected. Okay.
Nope. Okay, they did not succeed in resistance. So the trees in the area.
In a 200 quarter circle area. So.
Yep. So it's an arc.
It's so I can't see up that way without scrolling further up. It's from here. So 200 feet straight this way, and then
Okay.
in an arc,
And then another 200 feet that way.
Yes, which is holy
Yep.
crap.
That's
right
a
there.
ways. That's a
Yes.
ways. Yeah. Jeez, that's a big arc. Okay.
That's
All
a
right.
third level spell. Oh crap!
So
I didn't know I could do that. Holy crap!
you can make waypoints. Cool.
Oh, that's
Anyway. The trees surrounding you on the platform suddenly shrink and wither into small saplings. So instead of being 20 or 30 feet high, they're all only 5 feet high, and you can easily see through them. Oh my gosh!
That's not me. That's not
Knock
me.
it off.
That
All
was
right,
cringy.
suddenly your visibility improves.
Okay, let's see what else I can do.
Sheik, knock it off.
What am I doing?
You silly goose.
Oh,
That's Renji. Sorry, it's not Sheik. That's Renji. You goof bag.
Sorry, I had to do it.
All right, so Foluco, having shrunk down the trees, I want you to take a spot check.
A spot check?
Yep.
Yeah, let's try another spot check.
Renji, I also need you to make a spot check. Okay.
Spot check was under what again?
It is under skills. It's on your skill list on your character sheet.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Okay.
Something else, if I can.
All right. So, Foluco, do you report down to the party what you have seen? Remember, you're about 50 feet above everyone.
Just 50 feet? That's it? Just 50 feet?
The cliffside was about 50 feet high.
Okay. Since I'm level 5, that's perfect. Like exactly perfect. So 50 feet, I'm gonna do 50 feet of softened earth and stone, so I can make it more of an incline rather than just a straight drop.
Okay.
So,
And and is that a second level?
yes, that is a second level spell, and I'll mark
So
that
the
off.
DC on that would be 13.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. You're the DM. I don't keep track of that stuff.
Cliffs
Okay.
of sanity.
All right. You place your paws on the earth below you, attempting to create a slope instead of a cliff. And you feel the earth literally rejecting your efforts as you grunt in frustration and the spell fails.
Can I try again?
Yep, you can. Renji, can you stop that, please?
What is he doing?
Hey, that was hidden.
No, I can see it perfectly.
Okay, I'm gonna try again.
All right. How many of those do you have memorized?
Just the 2. The
Okay,
rest is
you can try again.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I try again.
Okay. Digging your claws down into the earth, you attempt to force the earth to comply with your wishes. And this time it does.
Oh, good.
All right. So let me get that just a moment.
This was a lot of like very well what's the word? Worked out well.
All right. So let me get this, put that there. And no, yeah, that's right. So you now have a ramp of dirt and gravel that you can scramble up. You would take a climb check, but it would be a lot easier than trying to climb a face.
Guys, I made stairs.
That's
Look,
more like a slide.
Look, I made a bridge.
I made a bridge.
Look at me,
That's
what?
a hill of an
10
incline.
seconds, 11, top.
Well, would you
Careful, buddy.
Would you rather
I
climb a
said
steep
hill.
slope, man?
Yes, I know. All
My
right,
comedy is
so
always clean.
if you choose to climb, and Renji, if you're going to climb it, I need you to make a. Just a moment. I'm grabbing another character that I missed.
Yes or no?
Increase flame.
This is a yes.
There, Samuel, right there. Okay, Renji, you had a climb check of 19. Yes, you do succeed in scrambling up the ramp of dirt and gravel. Renji, give me a spot check. Loosefang, you're going to try and climb up. I'm afraid that you slip on the gravel and you tumble back down to the bottom. Since you had not climbed very far, you do not sustain any injury to your pride.
Luckily, I don't got much of that. Should be fine.
Does anybody want to look for stairs instead of just like hike?
Okay, Renji, you have discovered a curious-looking device very close to where you're standing.
Shouldn't be hard. It's all shrubbery now.
It was concealed by the underbrush and the dirt, but you spotted it in its covering.
Showing us a shrubbery.
Can I poke it with my rod?
You wait, what?
Yeah, poke it.
I don't understand.
Pokes.
Oh, you want to poke it?
Yeah.
Okay, where are you going to poke it? Give me a little.
No, better.
Is that a cage?
No,
It doesn't. It looks like it might be the wall of a cage, but it's only one wall.
Just one.
I throw the short hammer, big head on the thing.
Oh, okay, so you're going to throw a hammer onto the device?
Just look at my inventory.
Right. I see. I'm looking right now.
Little wall be gone.
Like that. Equipment.
There it is. You have a short, big-headed hammer. This was clear back from the cave by Gurney Bay. I remember that.
Yeah. I can throw that on that.
Okay. So it's more like a mallet.
Yeah.
All right. You throw the mallet onto the cage-looking device, and let me do a roll here just a moment. All right. The mallet hits the cage at about right there, and it clangs against the metal, but nothing appears to happen.
I kind of like turn from
Okay.
like Renji to the rest of the party. I'm like, you guys coming up or not?
So
I'm
Loosefang
working on it. Working on
Loosefang
it.
again attempts to climb the ramp of dirt and gravel, but again slips and falls, and this time skins a knee.
Dang it! I needed that.
Sir
So,
Squeaks kind of just like flies up a little bit and
All
perches
right.
on the edge and just kind of like sneers and laughs at
Okay.
Jake will attempt
Loosefang.
to
Sir Squeaks, give me a spot check while I do a spot check for
Oh, wow.
Justin.
I feel like I slid down too.
Okay.
Sir Squeaks has a +10 to spot check. Oh my gosh, he got a natural 1.
Sir Squeaks
Yep.
is not in the mood.
He got
Chic.
Keep in mind, even though
Yes.
he got a natural 1, he made an 11.
He's still got an 11.
I think I only made a half-hearted attempt and just slid back down.
Sheik, both you and Loosefang are looking at this ramp and shaking your head and looking up at Folugo and saying, hey, can you made this a little easier?
I'm gonna just go look for some stairs.
You know, I think
All
there will
right.
be some stairs. Anybody want to come with me? Let's go. With me.
Suddenly you hear Justin's voice. Heads up, folks, heads up. Come and look at this.
On our way. What is that?
Okay, don't step on it.
Oh, well, I wasn't intending to, but it might have been the dead
Oh,
body.
Renji, you're going to step off the cliff if you do that.
I mean,
I wouldn't do that.
you mean this? Like
No,
this.
I'm saying stepping around the device would send you off the cliff.
Oh.
So I
Roll climb check.
So yeah, if you want to climb,
Climb around it.
well, you're going to be climbing on a cliff face. If you fail your climb, you're going to fall 50 feet.
Dude,
I
just
would try to just go around it.
yeah, just walk around the thing, bro.
Okay, slowly. All right. Meanwhile, back here in this area,
Back at the
Ju-
ramp.
Justin points down and he says, "This thing right here. Don't step on that. You see the skeleton sitting next to it? That's the last poor soul that stepped on it.
Well, what is it? Can we light it on fire and get rid of it, or
It's a pressure plate.
Ah,
I think this whole area is trapped.
Oh. Really?
my specialty.
There is a large. Okay, Renji.
I did
All
a
right.
climb check.
As you try to step around the device, suddenly it snaps shut with a clang, and you are impaled by spikes.
Oh, yep.
Wait,
Huh?
he didn't climb over it. He climbed around it.
Yeah, you tried to. You sure tried to. Climb. 14 is not enough.
So I fall down.
No, you're actually dangling now from spikes that are impaled through your arm.
Oh, that
Ouch.
sucks.
At least
Oh,
you're
and you
not
take
falling.
16 points of damage. So your
Ooh.
body is now dangling over the side of the cliff, and your arm is trapped in this device that has impaled spikes through your arm. You have taken 16 points of damage.
Fuluko, you're probably gonna have to save him.
He's going to
Oh.
need a little help here, folks.
Okay,
Oh, dang. Well,
So, hey, can I cast another something?
Yes, you can.
So I'm gonna cast detect snares and pits, which can detect simple pits, deadfall snares, as well as mechanical traps and other traps constructed of natural materials. Spell does not detect complex traps like trap doors. So,
Yes.
this is ongoing for 10 minutes per level, so 50 minutes. So when my spider climb runs out, so does this. Um, I'm going to help him. What do I need to roll to do that?
You're going to need to roll a strength check because this is a spring-loaded device that has snapped shut on his arm. And so if you were to succeed in a strength check, you can pry it open enough. Now,
I'm on my way.
if you pry it open enough, he just might fall down the cliff.
He'll be fine.
Can I use the immovable rod from my inventory?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Okay, Loosefang, you have succeeded in climbing.
So I'm gonna use that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Foluco, you place both paws on the device and try to pry it open, but try as you might, you cannot do it. Loosefang, give me a spot check.
What about Sir Squeaks over here?
Sir Squeaks, we'll get to him in a second.
Okay.
Okay. I would like to do something over here too, and it's
All
over.
right. Loosefang,
I got my adrenaline pump.
you sure do, because you have discovered another device behind you.
Uh-oh.
So my detect snares and
Hopefully-
pits. Does that detect any more in the surrounding area?
What in the immediate vicinity, there are only those two that you can tell.
Okay, only those two.
All right. And the duration, you can concentrate, and it lasts for up to 10 minutes per level. But you must maintain concentration, which means you cannot cast any other spells.
Okay, well, I'm not planning to.
All right. Also, to maintain concentration, any strong exertion, like, say, trying to open up a trap, would probably break your concentration.
Oh, would it?
Yes.
Okay, then I kind of like let go, and I'm just like, yo, Loosefang, help him out.
Okay, Loosefang, can you give me a strength check? Are you going to try and let him loose here? Renji, what are you
just a
doing
second.
with the immovable
Yeah.
rod, first of all?
I'm hanging on it because
So you with your other hand, you're going to you're just going to set it in the air and push that button so you won't fall.
yes.
Very good. Okay, that will prevent you from falling. Go ahead.
I mean,
So I don't have to roll a safety check.
Before I do trying to prime open, I use the rope in my bag, and I make a little loop out of it and like hook it around his foot, then tie it onto his immovable rod, just so he has something he can stand on well.
Extra safety. Gotcha.
I mean, we could just leave him.
No,
No.
you're going to need him.
Oh, okay.
All right. You said strength check.
Yep. Give me a strength check.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna like walk around the thing.
All right.
Nope.
Let me reveal that.
Traps.
All right, and then just a moment.
Click, click, click.
All right. Okay, Sir Squeaks, give me a spot check. Loosefang is also unable to open the device. Marcus and Mira, meanwhile, seeing that Renji is in trouble, they attempt to climb up and offer assistance. Sir Thomas also makes that attempt. So we're going to do climb checks for Marcus and Mira. Just a moment.
After those, when I read my attempt, can I use my crook as like a pry bar? Get some leverage to try and pry open
You surely can. You surely can. Marcus is able to successfully climb up, but Mira slips back down, unfortunately. I'm going to make a climb check for Brother Thomas. and he is also unsuccessful. So the two of them are down at the base, but Marcus is able to join you. Loosefang, Marcus can assist you. You're going to try and use your crook as a pry bar.
Yeah, just wedge it in
All right.
and lever it
So that will actually be still a strength, but that will be an easier strength check because you're mechanically assisted, and also Marcus is going to make a strength check. So he can assist you. Let him go first.
So basically doubling the results.
So strength check for Marcus. All right. Okay. So what you need to do, Loosefang, when you make your strength check, add 2 to it.
What?
Oh, narf. Natural 1. Okay.
But you can reroll it, not your one.
Yeah, you can re-roll, but Marcus has to re-roll his assistance check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Even better.
That is good enough. Okay, try again.
There we go.
There you go. With both of you pulling down and putting all of your weight on the crook, the device inches open just enough for Renji to get his arm loose. Finally, after doing so, he is dangling from an immovable rod in the air while standing on a rope that is tied to it. But Renji, with a jump, no, I think it's acrobatics, is it?
No.
No, it's a, what skill is it?
I think it's climbing.
No, I'm looking for it's a jump skill. There's a jump check. If you could give me a jump check, you can jump to safety on the cliff face, resulting in you being about right there.
No. What I gonna do?
What are you going to do?
I gonna move slow, gentle, like like moving the rod while doing the hook.
Okay, so you're saying you're going to click the button, move it, and then click it again?
Yeah, like Ninja Warrior style.
Okay, gravity is going to take over there, and you will probably gradually make your way down the cliff, but you will do so safely. You won't be able to go sideways.
No, but still better.
But I do understand what you're saying, Ninja Warrior style,
Yeah, like
but
going up.
it's not suspended from anything. Sir Squeaks, did you give me a spot check?
Yeah, it was a 20, right above Marcus.
I see that. Cool. Let me. All right, Sir Squeaks, you have discovered a small creature hiding in the underbrush. It is moving furtively and slowly, trying to hide itself, but you have spotted its movements.
Yep.
And it does not notice that you have seen it yet.
Get back up.
All right. Meanwhile, back over here.
All right.
Mira and Brother Thomas, seeing that Renji is now safe. Let me move that to the back. There we go. Seeing that Renji is safe, they have joined Justin over by the archway. Renji, or if you're going to climb back up, give me another climb check.
He did. It was an 18.
Oh, good enough. All right.
I'm
So,
going to attempt a disable device.
okay. So you're going to try and disable this pressure plate. Chic. Holy cow. Okay. You have successfully disabled the pressure plate and removed it. The archway is now clear. Justin looks up at you with a newfound respect and slowly claps his hands. He says, between you and I, we may be able to do this. Keep your eyes open. That's probably not the last trap we're going to find.
Probably not. You spot them, I'll take him out.
All right, Foluco. You have not spotted the creature. Sir Squeaks has, but he has. Does he have a way of communicating it to you?
Would the natural connection between us help?
You can sense that he's agitated, but you don't know why. It's an empathetic connection, but it's not a verbal communication type of thing.
Sir Squeaks kind of hovers up above the ground, like 20 feet or so, a little bit, and then like kind of flaps his wings and in a pointing manner towards that direction.
You're trying to indicate. Okay.
Don't check.
So what I need, Foluco and Renji and Loosefang, can you give me a sense motive?
What?
Sense motive.
That's a skill. Sense motive.
Oh, okay, you cut out.
Oh, I just did not hear it because of the lag.
Oh, did I cut out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
But-
sense
Yeah.
motive.
There, yeah, sense motive skill check.
Oh, hey. I'm perceptive.
You are. Okay. Foluco, you can tell Sir Squeaks is agitated because he senses danger. Sir Squeaks, give me one more spot check.
Okay. I have to like swap between screens.
Having an animal companion can create some difficulty. Dang, Sir Squeaks, woo! All right, you have spotted yet another creature in the underbrush.
And he points in that direction as well.
All right, so they do not know that you have spotted them. Foluco, you are aware that there is danger, but you do not know where.
I make mentions like danger ahead. Beware.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Danger.
Yes. I'm bringing your hit points up to maximum, Foluco, because you healed. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right.
I kind of like turn around. I'm like, Renji, you want to smash?
What?
You want to smash?
Renji, smash.
Meanwhile, all right, Justin has taken to looking at this skeleton down here. And then Sheik, as you walk on top of it, he motions you away. What this is first.
Okay, I step back. Sorry.
It is a skeleton of some squat creature with short legs. Clearly not human. Probably around 3 or 3.5 feet in height. But the bones are clean. It has been here for a while, or predators have picked it clean. The archway before you is rather large and imposing, also made of solid stone. Sheik and Justin, can you guys? Oh, okay. Renji just sent me a message. He says he's feeling really tired. He can't keep his eyes open.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. That's okay, Renji. If you need to go to bed.
Sleep good.
Okay.
Until
We'll
next,
trust you.
until next week.
Did I say that right? Viltrusin?
Yeah, that was close. Yeah,
Okay.
Good. Good attempt.
All right. So, Foluco, you asked if Renji wanted to smash,
Renji, smash.
and I am going to guess that Renji is a little angry from being caught in a trap, and he's got a little bit of blood rage on him, and so he is itching for some action. Okay, so Foluco and Renji and Loosefang, you're not close enough. But Foluco and Renji, let's get spot checks from you guys so you can identify exactly who these guys are.
Oh, spot checks. Gotcha.
Yep. Because if you don't know where they are, then trying to hit them is like trying to hit cover.
I accidentally clicked it twice. Let's go with the first one.
The first one, that is good. You do spot this one here, but you do not spot this one here. Okay, Renji, can you? Oh no, Renji's gone. So let me get spot checks for him.
Wait, what did they call it again? Clap traps? No, that's Borderlands.
Chalk talk.
Chalk talk.
Yes.
Clap trap.
Yeah, you can call them clap trap if you like, but I don't think that's appropriate.
Not quite.
Renji, on the other hand, was able to spot that one, and so
Wait, y'all haven't played Borderlands?
I have not.
Claptrap is the little robot that like.
Hey, I
directs you
know.
through
I
the
know who
game.
he is. Yep. All right. So, Marcus is also going to do a spot check. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah. Oh, and Marcus actually gets a beat on both of them, knowing that they're there. So, Loosefang, if you want to join in, you're going to have to move closer in order to spot them. Okay. Or you
Okay.
can try and strike where you think they are, but then they will get concealment. All right. So, if you guys want to charge in, or do you want to sit back and watch what these guys do?
What was the question?
Well,
Okay.
since I don't know they're there, I'm still being cautious.
Yep. Well, between the three of these guys, they have actually spotted both of them, and so they can relay that information to you, even though you haven't seen them yet.
Hey, there's a thingy up there.
A thingy, yes. Very educational and
Astute
scholarly
observation.
description.
It's a chalk talk.
There we go. That's better. You're learning your Orcish. So, what are you going to do, Foluco and Loosefang?
I'm gonna hang back just for a second.
Well, so I don't know that we've seen these chalk talk, right?
Foluco tells you that he sees them, but you have not seen them.
I'm
I'll
gonna
do a
roll
quick
a knowledge
but-
of nature to determine like what they are and.
Or can I not do a spot?
You can do a spot, but you're going to need to get closer.
I just kind of move upside him and.
Okay.
Is it over that way? I whisper, pointing.
And Marcus actually points into the underbrush.
There's not a whole lot of brush. It's all.
Hold up.
Okay, yeah, Loosefang, you are not able to see them, even though you have a general idea of where they are. Renji, on the other hand, seems rather agitated, but watching you, he still holds back. You get the feeling that he is not going to be able to hold himself.
Well, as something I've noticed in my years of life is when something wants to get at you, if you wait around long enough, they'll come and find you. If their
What?
intention is fighting, I can
Wait,
just wait till they get
Foluco,
here.
what are you doing?
I'm marking.
What are you doing?
Oh, it's the withered growth, yes. Sorry, go ahead, Loosefang.
I was just saying, well, since I don't know where they are, if they want us, then they'll most likely come towards me, so I'll just be ready for.
Right? From what you can tell, they don't seem to be advancing on you. They're watching to see what you do.
So I wrote a knowledge of nature. Did I discern anything of these things?
Knowledge of nature. Okay. All you can tell with a 16, all you can tell is that these creatures are not native to this area. They are natural invaders.
They're an invasive species.
Indeed. They don't belong here. And so something has attracted them to this spot. And apparently they have enough intelligence to stay hidden and to watch without the animal instinct of simply charging. So they have at least a rudimentary intelligence.
They're smart squirrels.
All right, so Renji you can see that he is breathing heavy next to you, and he has his sword unsheathed, but he is still standing behind a bush. You can see that he is edging for a fight, but he's waiting for permission or to see if he will follow your lead. But you don't know if he's going to wait much longer, because it looks like he's losing patience.
Go for it, man. Renji smash.
Okay, so what?
Wait, we don't know if they're not gonna. There's no sense in us attacking them, right?
Well,
I call it preemptive violence.
aggressive negotiations.
Violence.
Yes, aggressive negotiations.
Okay, Renji charges. And with a double-handed swing, attacks the one in the underbrush in front of him.
Guys, we don't know how many there are.
Ah, we'll kill them all. They're invasive. They're not supposed to be here anyway.
Neither are we.
Yeah, we were here first.
I think
Holy flip, Renji!
I
Dang!
think by the fact that we came upon them means they were here.
Yep. Okay, Renji, using his hand-and-a-half sword, crashes it down upon the creature and rolling for damage. Take a look.
Does all.
I love it.
There we go.
I love it when Renji actually hits stuff.
You know, that is actually that's critical threat range. So he's going to roll to see if he confirms the crit.
Ah, because it's a 19. Yeah.
Yep.
Kill the sucker.
Yeah, that is a critical hit. Holy cow. Okay. Let's see what kind of damage we've got here. Wow. Okay.
That would have been great if it rolled another 19.
Well, to confirm a critical, all you need to do is make a successful roll.
Yeah, but if he rolled another 19, it'd be a third crit.
Yeah. Okay, so 12 plus 15. 27 points of damage on a crit. Holy cow.
Bye-bye, Chalk Talk.
All right. You know what? Believe it or not, that is enough for his entire health pool. The creature is split into a bloody mess.
And she chopped him in half.
Holy cow. Okay, I need everyone else to roll initiative.
Well, that's
Everyone else that's up on the ridge here. And Sheik, Mira, and Justin, and Brother Thomas, you guys can hear the sounds of combat coming from the cliff top.
Sorry. Here, let me... There we go.
I'm going to use a quick...
I forgot I had to, like, click the actual person.
Yeah, you got to click your character if you're rolling initiative, which is really weird.
If I'm looking for any additional traps in the area, would I do search or spot?
It's still spot.
But there's
Okay.
there's none in the surrounding area at the moment because I have detect.
Yeah, he's detecting. Well, no, it's in your surrounding area, Foluco.
Oh. Well, then just stick
So
in.
let me roll initiative for Marcus. All right. And then, so we've got initiative for Marcus and for Renji. Did you roll initiative for Sir Squeaks? Yes, you did. Okay. I will roll initiative for this creature. Can you guys see what it's called?
Gremlin.
Gremlin.
Yes, it is a gremlin.
It's a Chalk Talk.
All right.
Maybe it plays hopscotch.
No, wow. Okay. It rolled a very high initiative.
A 0? Awesome.
Nope.
Love it. There we go.
All right, let's get you guys in order. Okay. So I will do one round of combat, and then Sheik will the action back to you, and I will allow you to do a few, and then we'll go back to combat.
Sounds good.
Sound good? Okay, so seeing his companion fall to such a heavy blow, he jumps out of his cover,
And runs
completely removing any concealment, and he actually runs across the area and out of sight.
Makes sense. He did just see his buddy get chopped in half, so...
Shark Talk. We read. Dun 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 dun. Dun.
Not necessarily.
He could just be going to get help.
Okay. Foluco, what are you going to do?
Let's see. I'm gonna go that way. I'm gonna go this way.
Okay. And you have come up against another cliff face.
I've
So
still
many
got
cliffs.
spider climb. I'm gonna go another 30 feet.
So you're going to cast Spider Climb?
No,
it's
I've
still
already. It's still active. It's
Oh, it's still active.
yeah. So
Okay, so you can walk along the side of the cliff. Yes.
doing doing. And
All right.
that's my whole move.
Okay. So then I need you to make a spot check, Foluco.
I don't got good eyes.
I'm looking. Hang on. Yep. All right. Just a minute.
Wait, do I get a buff to that since I'm high up?
Nope.
Oh damn.
Wait. That's what I want right there. There we go. Okay. And I bring that. Here we go. Okay. Okay, Renji. Watch the one clamber off and rushes in to chase after it. But is surprised as another one jumps out of the brush in front of him.
Haha, surprise. Now there are two of us.
Indeed.
Inconceivable. I should watch that again. That was a good movie.
What, The Princess Bride is fantastic.
Yeah. Well, we did have like half the party climb the cliffs of insanity over here, so.
Indeed. Move the thing and that other thing. Move it. All right. So this gremlin takes a swipe of opportunity as Renji charges into his threatened square. So just a moment. No. No damage whatsoever. So Renji, again, tries to swipe at this gremlin here.
Swiper, no swiper.
Swiper, no swiping.
I guess.
Yes, that is enough to hit, but that is not a.
Yeah.
Nope, that is not a crit range. So he will just roll normal damage. $13 points of damage. Renji, you are definitely a fighter.
He doesn't hit enough.
But when he does,
When he hits, he does massive damage.
I don't. We should make him for that. I don't hit often, but when I do, it's
But
critical.
when I do. Oh, wait a second.
Yeah,
Oh, that's odd. Why is it doing that?
because you have them linked.
Oh, that's why. Okay. I know why. I know why. Okay. There, that's better. Okay. All right. This gremlin takes a small sidestep and then, curiously, does not attempt to attack Renji, but instead puts his hand on Renji's sword and tries to wrench it from his hands.
I feel like that's a good way to cut your hand open.
Okay, Renji needs to make an opposing combat maneuver roll. Sorry, combat maneuver defense. Okay. And nope. Okay, tie goes to the defender. So Renji is able to keep his hand on his sword, but he is struggling now as both of them have their hands on the sword, trying to pull it away from each other. Marcus, meanwhile, runs up and takes it and draws his bow on this gremlin here.
Marcus, do the shooty shoot.
Surprisingly, the gremlin seems to anticipate his shot and sidesteps it. And it does not, he's not able to do any damage whatsoever. Loose Fang.
Yeah. Now, can I?
Can you what?
I'm trying to figure out. Oh, so these are each 10-foot squares?
Correct.
Okay. I will just run up to here.
Okay.
Um,
What's your run speed? Is it 50 now?
40.
Okay. So, yep, there you go. Okay.
And I will can I attempt to grapple against this guy?
Yes, you can. You want to try and grab him and incapacitate him?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and give me a grapple check.
Get over here, you little.
Oh, that's actually quite good. Let me do an opposing check here. He rolled a 3. Okay. You're able to wrap both arms around the gremlin and lift him bodily from the ground, resulting in a very squirmy, squealing creature. You're able to lift his feet about a foot off the ground, and he is flailing quite violently.
Wait a minute. So do I get both or just a single foot off?
No, you got 2 feet.
He's 2
Both
feet
of
off
both
the
of his feet are 1 foot off the ground.
Yes,
Do
he's
a
got 2
strength
feet
check
and
for
both
a
of them are off the
suplex.
ground. I follow. Both feet are off the ground.
Yep. Yes, but he is flailing wildly. Sir Squeaks, take a turn here. All right.
Okay.
That's your move?
Mm-hmm.
All right, then. You can see more of the cliff face, but you can see that there is another step platform up above the cliff. This cliff is 70 feet high, higher than the last one. And this one is a lot more rocky. There's less grass on this one. All right. Wow, what the heck happened there? All right, Sheik, the action moves over to you. You can hear the sounds of combat coming from the cliff above you, but you cannot see what's going on. Through the archway, you can see that it looks to be clear, But considering the fact that you have found several traps already, you do not trust your...
I'm going to step forward, and now I'm going to do spot.
Okay, give me a spot check.
I'm going to also tell Justin to keep his eyes open for traps, and we need to make our way up there to help those guys out pretty quick.
Sheik, you are amazing. Oh my gosh. All right.
Oh, look, my favorite.
All right. You can see hidden in the underbrush and the grass a number of caltrops on the ground. You know what a caltrop is, yes?
They're the spiky things that I got impaled on in the mansion.
Indeed.
Basically, like jacks, but like sharp.
Yeah, if you play jacks and make them like 5 times bigger and make them spiky and sharp.
Weaponized Lego.
Weaponized Legos. There you go. I got it. So you have found 2 sets of caltrops on the other side of the archway before you. What are you going to do?
I'm going to point them out to the party with me and cautiously step through the archway.
Okay. Brother Thomas, Mira, and Samuel are following behind, but being careful to stay right behind you, as you seem to be the resident expert at finding traps. All right, you approach the caltrops, and you can see that they are somewhat embedded into the ground in the underbrush. You believe that you could remove them, but it's going to take a little bit of digging and very careful manipulation. So if you want to try and get rid of them, it's also a disabled device check.
Might as well. Maybe I could reuse them.
So you need to do 1 on each one, unless you want Justin to make a try.
Justin can try.
Okay.
Try number 1.
Okay, you have obtained a set of 5 caltrops.
Okay.
All right, and Justin also attempts, watching your lead, he attempts to follow what you have done. And also succeeds.
Quick student.
Excellent.
So you and Justin each have a set of 5 rather crude looking caltrops made of iron. And the action returns to combat on the cliff.
Yeah, like I made it all 3 feet.
You know, in your situation, making it 3 feet is a pretty good thing. All right, gremlin number 1. Takes a sidestep to get away from Renji's range, and Loosefang, he makes a grab for your crook.
Wait, isn't he the one that I'm grappling, or did he break out?
Oh, you're right. You're right. He's being grappled. Okay, rewind. Never mind. He is being grappled at the moment, so he is going to try and break free from the grapple.
I figure maybe if I like climb all of the cliff faces, I can like knock on Miriam's door and be like, "Hey, can you get rid of the gremlins?"
All right.
I mean, for all you
Loosefang.
know, the gremlins are there to try and to keep us. Whoa!
Loosefang, he wriggles out of your grip, slithering like a snake, and
Don't I
drops
make an
on the
opposed-
ground in front of you.
Don't I
What?
make an opposed grapple?
Yes, you do, but you've got to beat a 21.
So
I mean, the odds are not in my favor, but who knows?
so I've got a question.
Yeah.
Who
Gosh,
fed them
dang.
Oh, that's really close, but not quite enough. What's your question, Faluco?
Who fed them candy after midnight?
I'm afraid not. All right. Loosefang, having removed himself from your grip, he then turns and tries to grapple the crook from your hands. Okay? So I need you to make an opposing dexterity check.
So just a dex check.
Yep, just a standard dex check. Okay.
I don't think so, little nupped up.
You're able to wrench it away from his grip before he gets a hold of it.
Did you call it a nub-nub?
Foluco, it is your turn.
Okay, give me a hot second. I'm doing something. I'm opening candy.
Okay, at the same time, okay, Foluco, moving around does not break your concentration, but anything else strenuous or spellcasting will.
Okay. I continue up the cliff face. So that's 1, 2, 3.
Okay?
No, don't worry about us. We'll just stay down here.
I'm scouting!
Okay, you have discovered a small platform in the cliff face, whereupon you discover yet another 100 feet this time.
Oh. Oh, man. 1, 2, 3.
No, sorry, bud. That's a 100-foot climb. You can't do that.
What do you mean 100-foot climb? Oh.
If you're spider climbing, you're walking 100 feet up a sheer cliff face.
So you'd have to spend like a whole.
Okay, so this is going to take 3 turns then.
That's going to take a couple turns to get up that cliff face.
Okay.
All right. Renji, straining with his might, attempts to wrench his sword from the gremlin's fingers. And succeeds in losing his grip on his sword. The gremlin has taken Renji's sword.
Oh no.
He's got a sword.
He's got a sword.
So, finding himself suddenly disarmed, Renji takes an angry kick at the gremlin as it turns to run.
It's going to run away with his sword. Wait. If it's running away with his sword, maybe if we follow it, we'll find treasure. Maybe they're kleptomaniacs.
No, they're.
Yes,
Not sure
Renji
what
is
that
able to plant his boot into the gremlin's back before it is able to escape. Doing 6 points of damage. But the gremlin immediately disappears into the underbrush, carrying Renji's sword with it.
Uh-oh. That's no good. Renji's not gonna like.
Okay, Marcus steps around to get a better shot on the gremlin that Loosefang is trying to grapple, and fires.
Ooh.
And hits. Very nice. Ah, minimal damage. Darn it. It is a glancing blow, but it still did a little bit. Loosefang, what are you going to do?
Well, little one, if you wanted this crook so much, you could have.
Just ask for it.
I'm gonna trip him using the swing it down, grab onto his ankle, and yank. Try and knock him.
Okay, so you're actually going to try and on his ankle. So that's going to be a complex move. First of all, give me a melee attack just to actually make contact and loop it around his ankle, and then tripping him is going to be a grapple move.
I think that might work.
Excellent. You have looped his ankle. Give me a grapple check. Fantastic. You yank his feet out from underneath him and flat on his back. He is prone.
Have a nice trip. See you next fall.
All right, he is now prone but not helpless. Sir Squeaks, it is your. Nice move, Loose Fang. That was fantastic.
Thank you. I'm rather chuffed at that myself.
1 second.
Sir Squeaks is going to assist with exploration.
Yes. I figure if we can get to Miriam, like, quickly, we could, like, help, like, all of our friends.
Sir Squeaks, being airborne, is able to scale the cliff face.
Oh, there's
And
a
you
road up
see-
here.
You see a rocky path. Okay. Wow, it keeps changing his initiative to 50. Not like it matters because he's first in the initiative anyway. Okay, Sheik, we are back to you.
Okay. Now that we're clear for a bit, let's move forward.
I love how, like, I'm all the way up at the top, they're halfway up, and then they're just still at the bottom.
Okay, Justin is moving cautiously alongside you. And before you, you see what appears to be a rock. Looks like part of the cliff has actually collapsed and created a pile of at the base here. Sheik and Mira and Justin, can you give me spot checks?
Yeah.
Justin is also going to do a spot check.
They're all looking at the
Oh, please have better eyes than us. Good.
Oh, Justin, actually, yes, because both you, Mira and Sheik missed it. But Justin holds up a hand and says, "Hold on. What's that back there?" Behind, he points, and behind the rock, nestled into the crook of the cliff, you can see what looks to be a crude leather-bound box of some sort. It is actually fairly large. It is about 3 feet across and about 2 feet high.
Huh. Well, it's a box. I can open a box, or I can check out a box. We can.
Do you want to try and check out a box?
Let's check out a box.
Oh, all right. Give me a search check.
What's
Mr.
in the
Sheik.
box? Hey, what's in the box?
Gotta find out what's in the box. Yeah, yeah. All right. Upon closer examination, you discover that this box is actually covered in looks to be animal hides. It is a crude wooden box that has been hastily covered. You can tell that the construction is very crude.
Oh no, it's a mimic.
But you can see that this box, the clasp on the box is there is a lock on it. And when you try and move the box, you feel that it is rather heavy. So that there is something or a number of somethings inside it that is rather solid. You don't know what it is because you can hear jangling around inside, but you can't tell what it is.
I just break the lock.
Sheik? Not you, Faluko. Sheik.
I could try to break the lock, but I believe I have the skill for that. Would that be
Disable device.
I believe that would be correct, but let me verify. Because disable device works on traps. I believe it's also for lock picking. Nope, open lock. There's an open lock skill. There it is.
I do have open lock. There we are.
I keep having to go back and forth between Pathfinder and Dungeons and Dragons.
Don't worry, I have to keep going back and forth between 3.5 and 5e now.
Yeah.
Open lock for 20.
And,
Open lock for 20.
and
Okay. You fiddle with the lock and one lock picks for several seconds before you grunt in satisfaction as the lock clinks open and the box is free to open. We will return to combat before you examine the contents of the box.
What's in the box?
All right.
Oh, dude, what if the gremlin's running up the road and we like end up cutting him off?
You might. Okay, the gremlin takes another agile sidestep and again reaches for your staff, Loose Fang.
He was on the ground. This guy is impressively mobile.
He actually, it is surprising how agile these guys are.
So he's knocked prone, but he hopped back up.
Yes, he did. All right. And what I actually, before we do that, because he went from prone to standing, you are going to get an attack of opportunity on him. So go ahead and roll just a one melee attack.
So if these gremlins are trying to take our weapons, if they try to take mine, would that mean they tried holding my hand?
I think they're taking what they deem to be valuable. Yeah. Oh, wow. Loose Fang, go ahead and try and confirm that crit. That is not a confirmation, unfortunately, but roll for damage. That would have been a great crit. Jeez.
One of these days, I'm just gonna spam click the like hit button, and it'd be awesome to like get 5 crits in a row.
Okay, 4 points. Not enough to kill it, but it's enough to injure it quite a bit. It is going to make a morale save to see if it attempts to run in fear.
This is my stick.
All right, it keeps its wits about it, and it doesn't turn to run in a panic. But it is still going to attempt to grab your staff.
My stick.
Okay. All right, give me a dexterity check. Oh!
It took your stick.
Yep, I'm afraid this one has snatched your staff, Loose Fang.
Oh no, we got ourselves a crook.
Come on, this is serious. Jeez. All right, so here's how this works, guys. If he makes his disarm attempt and he beats you, then if he beats you by within 5, then he has simply grabbed your weapon and and you have lost control of it, but you haven't lost a hold of it. All right. If he beats it by more than 5, then he has actually taken it out of your hands. All right. So he has already used his move, and now his turn is done. It is your turn, Foluco. You can hear cries of dismay from your companions below.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay. Getting to that point will take your entire move turn, Foluco.
Yep.
All right. You can see before you, under your feet, is a road that is made of large, smooth stones, and just beyond it, you see yet another cliff face.
Oh.
This one is the most imposing yet, climbing more than 100 feet. But beyond it, you can see the foundations of the tower.
Holy crap! This map is huge. I just zoomed out for a second to see.
It's a big map. Yes.
Can I like yell back like I found a road?
Yeah, you can. Over the din of battle, there's not much chance they can hear you. Well, let's see. Loose Fang, Renji, Marcus, why don't you give me...
Listen. Listen to my voice.
Now,
Sorry,
remember...
I can't hear you. My stick's missing.
I can't
Yep. Renji was able to hear So, you and what did you yell down that you?
I found a road.
Okay, Loose Fang and Marcus were not able to hear it over the din of combat. Okay. Renji is rather dismayed.
So out of curiosity, I can see what's going on because I'm so high up, right?
Yes, you can. You have a clear view of Renji and Marcus, but Loose Fang and the Gremlin, they are actually so close to the cliffside that you can't see beyond it.
Okay.
So you can see what Renji and Marcus are doing, and this is what you see Renji doing. He actually takes off at a full run. And once he gets to this spot, he trips. On another pressure plate. So, Renji is going to make a reflex saving throw to see if he can keep his balance. Ouch. No, Renji trips and falls hard.
Holy crap, this map is as far wide as it is tall.
Okay, Renji is prone, and at full speed, does he take damage? He will take a little bit of damage from the fall. Whoa. Okay, that's more damage than I expected.
That's quite a tumble.
All right. He has fallen bodily onto a pressure plate, and you can hear
Uh-oh.
Foluco, you and Sir Squeaks need to make fortitude saving throws because you are suddenly assaulted with an ear-splitting ringing noise that is coming from directly over your head. Foluco, Sir Squeaks, I need fortitude saving throws.
I'm trying to make sure I'm clicking and like rolling on the right people. Because I don't want to roll the wrong thing on the wrong person. So that's their squigs.
Okay.
And then click here. Yeah.
Now, Sir Squeaks, because he is so attuned to sound, he actually has a penalty against this. So in that case, yeah, you both fail. Okay, Foluco. Sir Squeaks actually loses his flight and collapses to the ground, struggling to get away from the loud ringing. Foluco, you now give me a will saving throw to keep your wits about you because you were assaulted. Okay. All right. Now, now give me another reflex saving throw because you are going to fall off the cliff if you're not careful. Ah, shoot.
But I've got spider climb.
You do, but you have lost your wits and you have lost a fortitude check. You are trying to scramble away from it and you're not thinking about what you're doing.
Well, damn.
Okay, so Foluco, this is going to be harsh. Okay, you fall 50 feet first, and then I'm going to give you, because you have spider climb on, I'm going to give you a chance to catch yourself. Okay, so make another reflex saving throw. No, I'm afraid not.
No,
Shoot.
this is not good.
So that's 100 feet of falling. So the first 10 feet don't count, so it's going to be 9d6 of damage.
Oh no.
Ah. Foluco, you have fallen down the cliffside and you have impacted at the bottom and you are now at 0 hit points and you are completely unconscious.
Oh no. Oh no.
All right, you are bleeding, and if you don't get help soon, you are going to die. Okay.
Where's
So,
Barkable when you
Loose
need
Fang, Marcus and Renji, no, because he's flat face, but Loose Fang and Marcus, I need you guys to give me a spot check to see if you just saw what happened.
Do we get a bonus because of his white armor?
He is rather bony. It's not a bonus, but it's not that it's the difficulty of the check. So Loose Fang, you do see it. You saw him take quite a tumble down the side of the cliff. Marcus is also going to do a spot check.
The dice were not in my favor today.
Actually, 9d6, you could have ended up with 36 points of damage, and that would have killed you, like outright. So you're lucky it was only all of your health pool. Marcus also saw it. So Loose Fang and Marcus, you saw that Fuluko took a nasty tumble, and you can tell that he is a lot of danger to him now.
How tall is this cliff right here?
That one is 60 feet.
Yeah, there's no real way I can get up that in any speed.
Try killing your gremlin first. Because he crooked your crook.
Okay, Marcus's turn. Marcus saw Renji go down on a pressure plate, and he runs over to get closer to him, but meanwhile he turns and fires another arrow at the gremlin. This is not going well.
Chalk talk. Chalk.
Nope. Yes. He is not able to get a bead on the gremlin, and he misses. Loose Fang. Considering you're a monk, you can still do quite a bit of damage.
Chalk.
No,
But
yeah,
you have lost your crook.
I plan to do a bit of damage.
Chalk talk.
He is in range, so you could flurry right now if you wish.
I believe I will.
So is that 2 strikes?
Yeah, at this stage in my turn.
Yeah, you get a higher level and you can get 4 or 5 strikes. It's crazy, high level monks doing a flurry.
No, yeah, that's it. It's a sight to see.
Oh, that one is a hit. Okay, make your second one. That one is not a hit. Roll for damage on your first one. Ah,
I'm consistent. Just
You are.
to not take him out.
okay, Sir Squeaks, you just saw your master take a nasty fall down a cliff. What are you going to do?
I'm going to Disney
He's
World.
chivalrous. He's gonna.
Oh gosh, Loose Fang, can you treat this anywhere seriously?
I cannot. This is my coping mechanism.
Wow.
Okay. I've got something. Okay, so where is it? Okay, the spirit of Barkable aids Sir Squeaks.
Oh, really? That's interesting. How does that work? Ah, I see what you're doing. You're trying to stabilize him. And, you can do that, but not with a full.
It was a worthy attempt. Why is
Yes.
he 50 again?
It keeps doing that. I don't know why. All right. The action returns. Sheik, you cannot tell what is going on up on the cliff, but you suddenly heard an ear-splitting scream that came after a set of what sounds like alarm bells high above you.
Oh, this is lovely.
All right, so what I need you to do, Sheik, I need you to make a list. You certainly heard the scream, but give me a listen check to see if you can tell who the scream was. See if you can borrow Marcus's ears, by the way.
Marcus, I need those.
You got him.
Thanks, Marcus.
Holy cow. Okay, yes. It was clearly Foluco. And it was high above you on, and you don't know what happened, but you can tell that he's in trouble.
He's a ways too.
All Sheik heard was the like loud yip of a wolf.
And Justin, meanwhile, he was interested in the box until he heard the alarm bells scream, and now he has lost his focus is up on the cliff.
Thanks.
And he looks rather worried. We've got to get up there.
Thanks. You
I'm
opened a
going
box
to
and
quickly
killed me.
toss open the lid and look at what's inside before running up the rest of the cliff.
What's to
Okay.
bet the box triggered the alarm, and the alarm knocked me off and killed me? So this is all Sheik's fault.
Nope, has nothing to do with Sheik.
Okay.
Just impeccable timing.
Impeccable timing.
No, it was actually Renji.
Oh,
He tripped over that pressure plate.
Renji, I hate you.
No, you don't. It wasn't his fault. He's trying to get his sword back.
Ah, let the
Besides,
gremlin
you're not
keep
gonna
the sword.
die. We're gonna get you help somehow.
Do remind
All right.
me again, Tarek, how many turns do I have on 0 health before I actually die?
Every round that you are not stabilized, you lose 1 health.
And at what point am I like actually
Once
dead?
you get to -10, you expire.
Oh, wonderful. I have an expiration date, y'all.
It's okay. We're gonna help Mira up the cliff now. Are you up
Okay.
more cliffs?
I'm up
So-
like 3 cliffs.
Sheik, give me 2 quick appraise checks. It's in your skill list.
Yeah. Not only am I up that 50-foot cliff, I'm up a 100-foot cliff.
So there is one drawback to spider climb. Your companions can't follow you.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
All right. Sheik, at first glance, you can see a bunch of rusty weapons and metal shields, unremarkable. And you quickly dig through, but you discover within the pile, you discover what looks to be a very nicely made short sword, and you can
hey.
tell that it is a masterwork short sword.
Great.
I'll
Now
pick
Renji
that up
has his
and-
short sword back.
Oh, Renji has a hand and a half sword. That's like twice as long as a short.
But I use two-handed fighting, so short swords are nice for me.
Short sword, yes. A short sword can be if you have the weapon finesse feat. Short sword is a finesse weapon.
Okay, so I'll grab that out of the box real fast, and
Okay.
then let's start climbing. This
Give me a knowledge. Do you have a knowledge of Arcana, Sheik?
I do not. I don't think I would need somebody else to look at it for that.
Okay, Justin. He does have knowledge of Arcana, as he is a bard. So let me give a knowledge of Arcana check. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. One of
Not a
those.
bad roll.
That's a fantastic roll, but let me try that again.
Still not a bad.
That's actually quite good. Quite good. Justin, his eyes grow wide when he looks at the sword you pull from the box. And he says, "Hold on to that. I'll tell you about it later, but we've got to go." Okay. And Justin turns back to Mira and Brother Thomas and says, it sounds like we're going to need your help up there. All right. Do. Okay. Mr. Gremlin is going to make a mobility check to try and get out of range before you have an attack of opportunity.
Better not.
Slippery. All right. With no immediate danger, combat has ended.
Hmm.
Well, there's gonna be some immediate danger.
Okay. So, Foluco, you are now at -1. I will allow Sir Squeaks to make another heal check. Okay, that is enough. Sir Squeaks, you are able to lick Foluco's wounds enough that he becomes stable and the bleeding abates enough that you are confident that at least he will not die immediately. He still needs immediate attention, though. Okay. You no longer have an expiration date. All right, we've got about 6 minutes, guys. What are we all going to do at this point?
I guess I'm gonna just try and climb up there. Really see a way
Okay.
around.
Loosefang, don't move. Give me another spot check. I'm going to have Marcus do another spot check as well. I forgot to turn on the music. Just a moment. There we go.
So what's Faluco's health at now?
-1.
Okay.
Marcus is going to do a spot check.
Am I conscious now, though? Or am I
No,
still-
you are unconscious.
Okay.
And Renji is also going to do a spot check. All right. Barkable. The spirit of Barkable is still attempting. My goodness. Unfortunately. You know, he was really good at that, by the way.
Yeah, he was.
He sure was. All right. So Renji has spotted the following. Just get rid of that. Actually, let me open that up and we will garbage everything. Okay. All right. Loosefang, you have spotted this. There is another pressure plate some distance away from you, hidden under the grass. Renji, meanwhile, has spotted another curious-looking, crude wooden box. All right. Boop. Meanwhile, Justin is racing along the cliffside, trying to find a way up the cliff. When you come upon a stone road, and Justin steps out on the road with Samuel and Mira and Brother Thomas following closely behind him. Sheik, what are you going to do?
Well, that's a better path, so I will follow.
In hindsight, we probably should have followed the rest of the party.
Okay, Sheik, give me a spot check. I'm going to have Mira do a spot check as well.
All right, let's do this.
All right. And then finally, one from Brother Thomas.
Brother Thomas is gonna save our butts.
In this case, it's the literal truth. Brother Thomas, as the rest of the group is walking forward, Brother Thomas says, "Wait, stop!"
Don't go
And
near
you
it.
have discovered another cage-looking spike trap.
Okay, everyone follow me this way and avoid that thing completely. Like, don't go near it.
All right. Justin, Sheik, and Mira, I need listen checks. Wow, nice one, Mira.
Thank you, Mira.
All right, so let me reveal this just a moment. And there we go. That's not what I meant. All right. To the east, Mira hears movement as two more gremlins are approaching furtively towards you. You can hear a crude chattering between them as they crawl through the underbrush. They are trying to remain unseen, but Mira points out in their direction. Then, they move forward, and then to your horror, you hear one of the gremlins put a foot down, and you hear a loud click as he puts his foot down, and immediately the area is rocked by a shattering, fiery explosion.
Boom.
All right, I am going to roll damage. All right. And then the other one. All right. One of them is completely engulfed in flames and collapses into a charred heap. The other is covered in ash and embers and is nearly dead. However, oh, come on, don't do that.
It's
There he is.
fire.
Yes. All right. Is nearly dead, and he is laying on the ground, bleeding and whimpering in pain as ember flames dance over his body. Okay, underneath him. Let me see if I can reveal that. You can see a set of metal concentric circles lying hidden in the grass. They are gleaming and shiny as if the fire did not touch them at all. The wounded gremlin gets up on his hands and knees and attempts to crawl away.
Only to explode again.
All right. Meanwhile, Loosefang, the action returns to you, and then we will give Sir Squeaks another chance. Yeah, Sir Squeaks, you can do what you need to. Loosefang, what are you going to do at this point? And then that needs to be the end of the session.
All right.
All right. At this point, Sir Squeaks, in order to do any long-term care, and that's going to take at least 8 hours. For a heal check, the immediate heal check will stabilize and stop the bleeding, but to do any actual healing takes an extended amount of time. Go ahead, Loosefang.
I was gonna say I do a spot check first, just if I find any path a bit more friendly to get up there speedier.
All right, so you look around and you can see that the cliff face continues onward, but you can see off in the distance what looks to be a road, and a sloping road that leads up into the cliff face. You can't see around the. You suspect that this is the same road that your companions.
Cautiously, I will make my way over that towards the boat.
Okay, there is another pressure plate in front of you, so you probably want to go around that.
Yeah. Can I go like this way around it, or is this all rock? It's like I'll have.
This here, that is the base of the cliff face. You can go there.
Then I'll go down this way and then.
Okay, Renji, on the other hand, is trying to pry open this crate. Loosefang, give me a spot check. Marcus is also going to do a spot check. Okay. Loosefang, you can see buried in the grass that.
Uh-oh. Well, that looks foreboding.
And so what are you going to do? Renji has succeeded in pulling open the box, but he dumps it out, and you can see, again, a number of rusted and cheap-looking weapons and shields and bits of armor, but you don't see anything of value. Loosefang, Renji, and Marcus, I'm going to ask you for an appraise check. And I think that's the last thing we're going to do this evening. Yep. The crate looks to be filled with cheap junk, little of value. Okay, Loosefang, what are you going to do about these concentric metal rings in front on the ground?
Well, I will just.
I think you cut out there for a second.
I was just saying, I'm just probably gonna head down this way, then, or is this like another wall?
No, this
Like
you're talking about that right there. That's just the that's just the flat area on top of the cliff.
So, like, would I be able to travel
Yes.
this way?
Yes. So you can see you have come upon a road, and you can see two gleaming braziers flanking either side of the road. And on the north end of that road, you can see, going up onto the cliff face, a set of stairs. And we will finish it there this evening. An exciting episode this evening. Some rather major mishaps. Nobody died yet, but I emphasize the word yet. And with that, thank you for joining us in the World of Thaylos.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.